Grace King outside of the courtroom on day 7 of testimony in this trial of Colin Gray. Grace, what have been the standout moments so far today in this trial?
Well, Zach, this afternoon has possibly been the biggest moment of the entire trial. We've talked a lot about what it would take to get a conviction in this case. The question at hand is whether there was sufficient warning to Colin Gray that something like this could happen, or would happen, rather. Just moments ago, we heard from his daughter, Jenny Gray. She testified that on the way to give a statement to detectives, Colin Gray asked her to cover for him. Take a listen.
When you're on your way in to get that interview, did Colin tell you anything about how you should answer those questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me what he told you.
So he told me, like, if they asked me anything, about if he knew that Colt had problems and that his problems would lead up to this, that I should basically try to cover for him, and specifically about the pictures on the walls. He told me not to tell them that he knew what they were.
Okay. And when you say pictures on the wall, do you mean the pictures of Nicholas Cruz?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the news articles about Nicholas Cruz?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so he told you to tell them that he, Colin, didn't know who that was?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is that contrary to what you had actual knowledge of?
Yes, ma'am.
I guess, would that not be truthful?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Jenny was just 13 at the time of that interview, and the Nicholas Cruz they're referring to, that is the teenager convicted in the Parkland school shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. That was someone that it appeared Colt had created a shrine in his room towards, and there's been a lot of questions about whether the dad knew who that was, whether the dad knew that shrine, so to call, existed. But the daughter saying, listen, this is what he told me before that interview. He asked me to cover for him. There was a lot of questions about that. The defense immediately approached the judge, and then we took a short recess as everyone kind of figured out where to go from there in this trial.
Grace, as you pointed out, a potentially major piece of evidence for the state as prosecutors continue to build their case in front of the jury. I know that the sister was on the stand for some time this morning, is still on the stand when they come back from recess. Do you have a sense of how long prosecutors will continue to question her, and then how long the defense will go if they take it up on cross?
So the sister actually just started testifying after lunch today, and the prosecutors are done with their questions for now. Of course, they all have a chance to redirect after the cross goes. Defense is presumably starting about right now with their questions. We don't know how much they had planned to ask Jenny. They were just looking for certain signs inside the house. Now, of course, I'm sure they have a lot more questions if, she was asked to cover for Colin.
Our Grace King, we know you are following this up to the minute. I'm going to let you go now because I know you'll be wanting to get back into court to listen as they come back into session. We will check in with you a little bit later in the show. Thank you, Grace.